So it is Sunday. I've been looking forward to this day for a while because I'm going to a Post Malone concert tonight. We chose the Long Island location instead of Madison Square Garden because I really wanted pit tickets, and the pit tickets in Long Island are significantly cheaper than the Madison Square Garden, as you can imagine. So we're gonna be driving like an hour and 10 minutes today to get to Long Island, and an hour and 10 minutes back. So not excited about that, but I'm very excited about the concert, and we're gonna have to leave Maui for a little bit, but we're really fortunate that some of our dog park friends are actually gonna come take care of him while we're gone. So it's gonna be a little bit of a hectic day. I'm about to have a strategy meeting with Anne-Marie for the podcast, social media marketing. We're gonna discuss a couple of things. I'm really struggling because we wound up making the podcast bi-weekly, and I didn't want to do that, but I want to be able to focus more on YouTube. And I think that making the podcast bi-weekly is a better way that I'm going to be able to do that, at least for now. So I'll be focusing more here. But in the meantime, we definitely want to make our social media for the podcast a little bit stronger. So we're going to be talking about that and probably take Maui out to the dog park and spend some time with him before we get ready to go to the concert. Yesterday was Saturday. We spent like most of the day cleaning, which was kind of a lame Saturday, but it was like a nice, slow reset. So I'm excited to go into the week with like a cleaner apartment. Everything looks really nice. I want to finish up some stuff today. I want to like deep clean the bathroom because just kind of want to get everything in nice order. I'm going into the office this week for the first time like almost ever. I've been in the office once before. We're having like a summit for our immediate team. So people are traveling from other cities and we're gonna all meet up in the office. So going into this week, I was really just hoping to have everything together and prepared for that day because I don't even know what it's like to commute anymore. It's pretty funny because that used to be just so normal. But I'm gonna record like my day in the office for you guys, and that's gonna be on Tuesday. And then there's just like a lot going on this week as well. Anne-Marie's coming up with Carl, her golden retriever, and we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff in the city. We're going to see The Music Man on Broadway, which I'm really excited about. We are also going to Brooklyn for a show. I don't know. It's like a podcast she listens to, so we'll see how that goes. It's like not my genre at all, but I'm excited to go with her and have an excuse to get out. And then Saturday we have a big conference in the city from Create and Cultivate, so that'll be really fun, and I'll talk more about that later on in the week. Wanted to kind of reset this weekend and get everything ready for all the craziness. We'll continue to work a little bit for the next few hours and then be on my way to Post Malone. Oh, I completely forgot to talk about my run. I started this morning off with like an 8-mile run. We're getting closer to the end of my marathon training. I'm nervous. That's a statement. I don't really know what the outcome is going to be. Mostly, I mean, I've never run a marathon before. They've only been halves. But there are so many things that get more complicated after that 13-mile mark. And I've realized just how inefficient my training for half marathons has always been. And I've had a lot of obstacles on the way with this marathon, from getting sick at one point in the middle of it. It was like a few weeks ago, so it was kind of in the worst time of my training when I'm like starting to get in the peak of like all the hard mileage. And in the very beginning, I also had a knee injury, and I'm actually starting to feel that flare back up. So this morning's run was a little bit difficult. I am thinking about doing another video, like overview kind of my marathon training process, things I've learned, and what I'm going to take with me into the next marathon. And like, I don't know, I might do a little series leading up to my actual marathon. So that might be something to look for from me in the coming weeks. Like I said, since I'm going to be focusing more on YouTube, I'm able to kind of like plan my content a little bit better and strategize. So I'll be kind of incorporating more of my running stuff in as well. I did an 8-mile run this morning. It went okay. Like, I don't want to say it was bad. I had like a 7:53 pace for 8 miles, which is good, but I expected I was kind of trying to go hard on it. Like, I was trying for it to be like a pretty fast paced run. I expected a little bit better for my fast pace after all this time. But like I was feeling my knee with every step, and that might have had an impact. So I don't know. I want to keep pushing hard, and I want to really try to improve right now, but it's getting to the point where I kind of just have to trust the work that I previously put in and kind of lay off so that I don't injure myself before the race. I don't know. We'll see. So I showered off and yeah, gonna get busy before Posty. I am getting ready for work for the first time in years, honestly. I haven't gotten ready and gone into an office in a while. Like I mentioned, we are having like a summit for our immediate team to discuss the future of our capabilities and what we bring to the company and kind of map everything out. So I'm going in to meet everyone in person. I've met 2 of the people on my team in person, and 2 of the people on my immediate team I have not. So I will be meeting them today, and I'll be in the city. It is 8:17 right now. I ideally wanted to wake up and start working on some vlogs this morning and editing before heading into the city, but it is Prime Day. So I actually wound up scrolling through Prime for like an hour because there's so much stuff I've been needing to buy. I hadn't made a list for it. So I did that this morning, which I'm gonna still count as productive because I really need to get some things from Amazon, and yeah, now I actually have a cart and I'm getting them on sale. So I'll hopefully be able to get back in time. I'm not sure like what the plan is post work. I don't know if everyone's doing a happy hour or what, but hopefully I can make it back to edit some vlogs today. But it is 8 a.m. Like I said, I woke up, kind of took it slow this morning. Didn't do my routine because it's so different for me to be going into the office. I cuddled with Maui some, and now I'm getting ready to go into the office. So I'm just gonna keep getting ready, and I am going to head out the door. It should only be like 20-30 minute commute. It's like a stop that's right along the path, so I'm not assuming that it's gonna take that long to get there. I haven't really mapped it out, and then I tried to look at the Path app, but it was like down, so I'm just gonna use the benefit of the doubt here. I'm pretty sure I'll make it in like right before 9 or right at 9. Wednesday. I really was hoping that this week in my life, like I could upkeep with it a little bit better than I have been, but I just seem to be hitting a lot of roadblocks in life, honestly, over the last few weeks. And anyway, I was really hoping that it could be busy and productive, and I could show you like everything I do for work and everything I do for editing my vlog and podcast, but I'm struggling with some health issues now, and this week just didn't quite wind up going as planned, and I wasn't able to record much yesterday. So I'll start by kind of explaining what's going on, then I'll backtrack to like recap Posty on Sunday because it was a really fun concert. So it's Wednesday. I took a sick day today to deal with something that happened yesterday. I went into the office like I showed you, and I really was so excited to get so much office content, and like it's in a really cool building in the middle of the city, and I don't know the next time I'm gonna go into the office because my team doesn't work from the office that often. So I don't know when I'll be able to showcase that again, but I have had this happen 3 times before yesterday. So I kind of know at this point like what it is. The last time it happened, I was just monitoring it with my neurologist, and it hadn't happened in a while. So I haven't really been able to have it officially diagnosed. However, I know exactly what it is based on a lot of research and testimonials from other people. I had a temporal lobe seizure, which is different than what you think of with a typical seizure. It is like just a really weird sensation, and like sometimes people are conscious. I happen to be conscious during them, but it's like a really weird state of mind, and it's hard to function after. So that happened about 4 hours into my in-office work day yesterday, and it honestly just kind of freaked me out after that. I let my manager know so that I could kind of like be more of a silent participant at that point, but I couldn't really come back from it and save the productivity yesterday for my own things, for work, for anything. Like when I got home, I just kind of vegetated on the couch because it also like really messes with your memory and like I guess just like makes your mind really fuzzy. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of having to think a lot more about my words because I think a lot of the effects lasted into today. I don't want to talk too much about what happened just because I'm not so sure of things yet. I don't know what next steps I want to take. I'm just kind of upset that it happened again because I thought that I had been over it for a while. I honestly think it's a hormonal link. I know that hormones can be a trigger for this, and I just got off my birth control and TMI. I'm like having my first non-birth control period, so I think it has something to do with that, and I just need to like figure it out first before I talk too much about it and figure out what next steps I'm going to do. But I just wanted to be open with you guys that I'm kind of at the start of a journey with that. Basically it's like some form of epilepsy. I'm not quite prepared to face like the possibility of, it's kind of scary when things are wrong with your brain, and like my brain has been fuzzy all day today. I'm sure I'll bounce back and then forget about it in no time until the next time it happens. So I'm gonna just have to like take a time out on this one, but it's just like really scary. Leaf's little boy was being a troublemaker, so brought him up here to hang out. So I'm just gonna be kind of figuring out what next steps I need to do there and how I want to handle it. But it's just really scary to have something happening to your brain. And then this morning I tried to run and my knee injury was flaring up, and my marathon's in 2 weeks, so I'm just a bit crushed, and I had like such a plan for this week, and honestly I kind of freak out when things don't really go according to plan. That was what wound up happening yesterday, and I did not really record much from the office. I was not functional, honestly, to be able to really do much recording, and today I've just been kind of recuperating from that and just trying to bounce back from my plan being destroyed, basically. So Anne-Marie is still on her way here tonight with her dog Carl, and we are still planning everything we're gonna do this weekend, so I can still show you that. So we're still gonna do all of those things, but I am not going to be able to do every day this week like I wanted to. So I'm actually probably not gonna wind up recapping the Posty concert for you right now, and I'll recap the Posty concert in a different video this week. So I'm gonna go for now because Maui is being crazy and I have to take care of golden retriever mom problems, so I will update you guys on the Posty concert later and record when Anne-Marie gets here with Carl. And yeah, he's in for a treat because he does not know a different golden is about to come be the other baby of his home. He's getting into so much trouble. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. It's Friday, and Amory and I were planning to wake up at 6:30 and go for a little run before we get the day started, because we're gonna have to head out of here pretty immediately after work to get to Brooklyn for the live comedy podcast show. I really don't know how I feel about this, because like I'm going specifically for Amory because this is like a show she really likes. And this probably isn't a podcast I would normally listen to, but maybe it'll be a fun experience. We're going to like a Brooklyn comedy club for the show. So it'll be pretty fun, but I'm a little stressed because there's like a lot I would need to get done for my actual job today. I'm hoping to edit a little bit of another video. Amory and I need to figure out when we're recording the next podcast episode and doing some TikToks. And I just need to catch up on a lot of things, because this week wound up being, I would have really loved to be really productive and efficient Monday through Wednesday, but I was obviously dealing with migraines and then the health issue that happened. So like it's really hard to have these fun things planned and not have gotten everything done Monday through Wednesday. So hopefully I can get my life back on track. I'll probably make a video next week about like getting my life back on track after this crazy week. Yeah, we did not wake up early to run because we wound up going to bed pretty late. I was tossing and turning for a little bit and just was not getting good sleep after the long week. And I think the stress of not having been productive kept me up pretty late at night. So that was honestly not ideal. If you wanted a video of my life being together, that was what this week's video was supposed to be. That is not what it's turned into at all. This is like when life goes off the rails week, but that's okay. So since we did not wake up early enough to go for a run, going to take the dogs out and probably take them for like a nice little walk, take them to the dog park. Amory's golden is so sweet and he's forming such a cute little bond with Maui, so I'll try to get some more video content of that today. I'm really loving seeing them together. We're going to entertain them for the next hour, give them some exercise, and then get started with some work and probably wind up running around lunch. I saw the weather and it's gonna be like mid 60s around lunch, whereas it's like low 50s right now. So like, kind of rather run then anyway, which is always my problem when fall comes around. It's like harder for me to get up and rationalize running in the morning when like my perfect running temperature is mid-afternoon. So I'm really excited about getting out and going to Brooklyn tonight, and I'm pretty excited about like the main reason Amory came up, which is for the Create and Cultivate event tomorrow. So I'm excited to go to that conference. Okay, so little recap of the Broadway show before I leave you to go take Maui out. Hugh Jackman is insane. Like, he's such a good live performer. Honestly, I really expected it to be like a groundbreaking, breathtaking Broadway show. I don't know. I expected it to be that. I saw Les Mis a few years ago, and that's like one of my top Broadway shows ever, but it wasn't that. The second act was so good and the cast was just having so much fun. I also really love Sutton Foster. Like, she's incredible. I've always loved Sutton Foster. I think she's just like amazing at everything. Her little feature on Gilmore Girls was hilarious, but she was incredible as well. They had such good chemistry together and they were such a good act, and it was just such a fun show and I really enjoyed it. Nothing like significantly deep, but it was very lighthearted and happy, so I really liked it. And definitely worth seeing. I feel like that's the kind of thing you need to see before Hugh Jackman leaves. I don't know what direction they'll take it in after he leaves, but it's so worth seeing. Sutton Foster, if she stays, I don't know, it'll still be incredible, but it was a really good time. Okay, all showered off, ready. The dogs are exercised and fed, and we are about to head out for the night. This is my outfit. I think I'm braving it with no jacket because it's pretty hot outside, honestly. And I don't think it's gonna get super, super cold. Here's the whole outfit, and then I'm gonna pair some sneakers with it. Our light actually is burnt out, so that needs to be adjusted, but you can see most of the outfit. Take lots of video. I really don't know what to expect from the podcast. Should be a fun time. It's Amory's podcast. Are you ready to nerd it up? I guess. Let's go. but we are on our way to Create and Cultivate at Pier 17 in the city. I don't really know what to expect. I kind of prepared an elevator speech and I brought my iPad to take notes on, but it's dying.
They gave us advice to bring a wireless charger. We don't have one.
I don't know. We'll see what the day has. So we're back from the day-long event. It was pretty fun. I don't know, did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it. I feel like I learned a lot.
It was pretty branding focused, but I enjoyed it. I thought a lot of the content was really helpful, and we heard from some really cool speakers.
Who was your favorite speaker?
Marina Mendez was my favorite speaker. She had a really unique way of positioning.
Marina Middleton.
Marina Middleton. She had a really unique way of positioning how to strategize content creation that lines up with your brand and how to create that branding. Like, I thought I knew a lot about branding, but it was actually really useful and kind of made me reshape my thinking a little bit on it.
I'll just say that.
Yeah, anyway, it was a really fun event, and so now we're we are heading out to dinner. We're just gonna grab something quick in Jersey City. I threw on this like new jacket I got from Amazon. Keep me a little warm and cozy because I'm feeling really lazy after this long day. And then we're gonna somehow revive and go out. So that'll be fun.